So, Ricki and the Flash, Meryl Streep, our favourite. Whenever I see the name Meryl Streep, all I can think of is, hello, I'm Meryl Streep. Because as you remember, the time that she was on the programme, that was how she had to introduce herself, because she hadn't turned up in the studio. Anyway, so, hello, I'm Meryl Streep, plays an absolute blinder in this Jonathan Demme movie. It's the story of an ageing rocker attempting to reconnect with the daughter from whom she is estranged. Meryl plays the lead singer, Linda née Ricki, of Ricki and the Flash, who is the front person of a bar blues covers band playing in California. She gets a call from her now estranged ex-husband, Kevin Kline, who says, look, our daughter is in trouble and you need to come back and and help. But the daughter is, of course, played by Remy Gummer, who is actually Meryl Streep's daughter in real life, so that adds something to the chemistry. So she decides to go back to Indianapolis, where she becomes a chaotic force in the family that she left all those years ago. Here's a clip.
Hey, Juji.
Nice of you to grace us with your presence. Couldn't make it for the wedding, but here you are right in time for the divorce.
Oh, okay. Nobody wanted me at that wedding.
Do you have a gig tonight, or do you always dress like a hooker from night court?
Going through a separation, it can be a crazy time.
I'm not crazy, Dad. I've never felt such clarity.
Well, there's actually a book on the subject called Crazy Time.
Shut up, Pete!
Honey, listen. This whole thing is not a big deal.
I read something about it in Parade magazine.
Deal?
A lot of young women your age having starter marriages.
This was not a starter marriage. I was gonna marry Max, stay with him forever, have his kids, and actually raise them to adulthood.
Yeah, oh, okay. Julie, just take it easy.
Why are you defending her? She is your Max.
What? No.
She walked out on you, just like Max walked out on me.
So, you can see the scene is set for family struggles and old wounds to be reopened. I like this film very much, and I like it for a number of reasons. The first one is the script is by Diablo Cody, who has sort of put to one side the kind of the arch teen quips of Juno and Jennifer's Body, both of which I like very much. This is much more like a companion piece to Young Adult, which was rather underrated, actually, including by me, I think, at the time. I've seen it since, and it's a better movie than I think I gave it credit for at the time. So it's a lovely script, and it's a script which manages, although it is picking at these wounds, and it is a film of broken marriages, whether it's Ricki walking out on Pete, or whether it's Julie's marriage falling apart, or whether it's the fact that Ricki's son is about to be married and he hasn't invited his own mother to the wedding, and yet it's not told with bitterness. I mean, Jonathan Demme is one of those directors who clearly likes his characters, and he is sympathetic to everyone whilst sort of picking away at the festering scabs of this family. So that's one thing I like about it. I think the characters are really well drawn, and that everyone's given a decent hearing. Nobody is badly treated by the film. The second thing is that it's one of those movies about music in which it appears to be made by people that actually understand music. Of course, the band Ricki and the Flash are the musicians. The person who's her wingman, the guitarist, is Rick Springfield. And it's not just that they're playing the songs, it's that Demme has created a film in which when you see Ricki and the Flash playing in a bar, they actually sound like they are playing in a bar. It is astonishing how few movies manage to get that right. Even when they have live music, they somehow manage to produce it to the point that it doesn't sound like it. So you genuinely believe in the band, which helps you then believe in the character. There's something really important about getting that stuff right, and it's astonishing how few people do. Jonathan Demme, of course, has directed things like Stop Making Sense, which remains a kind of rock documentary high watermark, and he has a terrific ear for music. And the third thing is that at the centre of it all is Meryl Streep, just tearing the place up. I mean, her character's life is chaotic and shambolic, and her relationships are kind of all over the place, and she's an unreliable witness, and she's a loose cannon, and she's somebody who sort of brings chaos in her wake. But it's not just an out-of-control performance. It's a performance in which you can see the years that she's lived. You can see the life that she's lived. You can see the unfulfilled dreams that she had. And consequently, you feel terribly sympathetic towards her. I mean, I think great to see a character played with such relish, who very much like the central character in Young Adult is the sort of, is the element of chaos in an otherwise polite situation. And of course, you read all the stuff in the paper about when she plays with the band, it is her singing, and it's very brave for her to do that. That's all part and parcel of the music being right. But at the centre of it is I think it's one of Meryl Streep's most riotously enjoyable performances in quite a long time. She's just at the top of her game, and doesn't put a foot wrong in this, and I liked it very, very much.